Hey everybody, my name is Niclas Huschenbeth and I'm going to play a match against IM Christof Sielecki, well known as Chessexplained. And we're going to play a match up to 5 points on Chess24. And you can see right now I'm on his profile and I will challenge him in just a moment. But before I do that, please let me know if you can hear me well. If you can see me well, that would be also helpful. So just write in the chat on Chess24 or on Twitch. I'm having an eye on both of these. And after we got that checked, we can go ahead and challenge Chessexplained. We're playing 4 minutes plus 2 seconds. So it's rather long games, but I found in the past that these games, especially with the increment, can lead to quite exciting games and counters, and that's why we chose this particular time control. So let me see. People say they can see me. I hope people can hear me as well. And I can also check the Twitch chat. Not much going on there yet in there. So I will go ahead and challenge Chessexplained. We're going to play 4 minutes plus 2 seconds. We can do rated. I think that's fine. And there we go. I've challenged him. And I'm honestly really motivated today because I've looked at my past matches and I've yet to win a match against somebody with who I'm doing this kind of YouTube match, or in the past also did matches against other grandmasters, but yeah, I've not been very successful. So today I would like to change that. My last match was against IM John Bartholomew and I lost 5-2. That was quite crushing, so I wasn't happy. And today I would like to change that, and I'm going to put in some more effort. Could be that at certain times I might become quiet because I'm really ambitious to finally win a match. Chessexplained I have played before. We played a 2-game match last year. You can see here the scores 1/2 to 1.5. So he won that match back then, 1.5 to 1/2. Let me see. He just told me he couldn't accept my offer, so let me just challenge him again and see if he can accept it now. So yeah, we played one match before, but just 2 games, so really doesn't tell you that much. Yeah, and I see in the chat Schachmonster GT asked me if I've lost the last 3 matches. Yeah, I have lost pretty much. Well, I haven't lost all the matches, but I've lost the majority. Okay, we have some. Oh, there we go. There we go. He accepted the challenge and he's white in the first game. And I think we're ready to go. Let me just... Alright, knight f3. And I have all the time in the world to think about my first move because time isn't running yet, but I'll play c5. And I hope he hasn't prepared too much. Because all this information is available online. I know many of you guys know that I've published several series on Chess24 about my openings, and this is my most recent series that I've released. So I'm expecting to go for this e3 d4 line here, which is possibly the most critical try against this setup, and it has been discussed a lot on top level chess, but he plays g3. Okay, I like this approach because black really doesn't have to worry about a whole lot. There are some tactical lines here. Actually I had this exact same line against IM John Bartholomew, and maybe Christoph saw that I played this before, because obviously he's going for this rather confidently and playing quickly. So queen a5 check. I'm going to pick up this knight on b5. He takes on c6. I think knight e7 is the correct line. Yeah, it's been a while that I've taken a look at that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and then c takes b7, bishop takes, or a4 first. And it's a rather long forced line. I'm wondering, why can't I go to b4? But probably I should just follow whatever I had prepared here. I'm really wondering right now why I can't go queen b4. What's the problem with that? Okay, I'll just do it. You know what? I'll just do it. I know usually the line goes queen b6, knight c4, queen b4, check, bishop d2, queen takes c4, c takes b7. But I was just wondering, why not play this? And maybe this is the reason, but we'll find out. So now, yeah, this could be the reason actually. I think I'm in some trouble here. Yeah, maybe I should not have deviated just like that. Okay, let me figure this out. I don't see anything, honestly. It's pretty sad. So I'll just grab this one. But it looks pretty dark. Or maybe I can do this. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, and then knight c4 I can castle. Took me a while to figure this out though. Yeah, knight c4 was the problem, but so maybe he's just gonna take on e7 and I have to take with the king. Because queen takes, bishop takes c6. Knight c4 I can castle though, that's important, because otherwise he would come in on d6 with check, and that'd be rather unpleasant. It's still unpleasant though. Okay, let's get this rook out of here. Oh, I just plundered. Knight a5. Oh, he missed it. Knight a5 is a huge problem though. I think I need to play this, even though it doesn't look pretty, but and I really need to speed up, so I think I'm going to talk less here already. I know it's not going that well, but let's hang in there. At least I have my increment, but increment can only help so much. Oh, still, huh? Still. Ah, okay, he can just take everything. Yeah. Just takes everything. Yeah, that's just dead lost, but let's keep trying for a little bit. Oh, he takes this one too. Okay, let's call it a day for this one. Yeah, that happens when you want to experiment. Sometimes it's necessary to experiment, but in this case it was just a mistake. I missed this b3 idea, and then it was just downhill from there. So we might see this actually later in this match. If he repeats this line, it goes like this. So we might actually see this later on. But yeah, that was an unfortunate decision. And now he has challenged me, but I cannot accept it quite because he has put random, so I have to challenge him myself. Because we want to make sure I get white this game. Alright. Okay, and let me have white, and there we go. Okay. It's a slow start. And I'll tell him that he has to put the color win. Alright. Now I'm white, and let's go. Alright, what is he up to? Let's see what he has in store here. Okay, Philidor, we can play that. Go here. Okay. Does it make a difference a4 or rook e1? I don't think so. Okay, so this is a very common line, very solid for black. It's close. It's called a closed field door. Oh, he plays this one. I think here I can take on e5 and play knight h4. I think this is rather unpleasant for him. And yes, he can take on e4, but that would allow me to put my knight on d6. So knight takes e4, knight takes e4, bishop takes h4, knight d6, and so he goes for knight c5. And now I'll probably just play queen f3 because I would like to keep my queens on the board. So let's do this. And of course, I would like to play knight f5 next move. In fact, I could have played knight f5 right away. He couldn't have taken on d1 because of knight takes e7. But I didn't see that quick enough. And now he apparently wants to play his knight to d4. I don't really want to take. So what else can I do? Okay, let's play knight f5 and knight d4, queen g3. Looks kind of promising, so we'll see if that works out. He can play knight h5, then queen g4. He could take on c2, but this looks really risky for him. So I doubt that he'll do this. So knight h5, queen g4. Then he has g7 covered, but if knight takes c2, queen takes. Okay, he just takes. That makes sense. Now e5 is under attack, and I also have some ideas with bishop h6. So I'm quite happy with my position at this point. I think if he plays bishop d6, bishop g5 might also be uncomfortable for him. Or bishop h6. Let's just rook e8. So that means if I want to, I can take this pawn, and I probably will. A pawn is a pawn after all. So let's grab it. Bishop d6 I can just take on e8 and then move my queen. So let's see. Okay, he plays this. Knight takes, and I'll play queen f3. Now his bishop can't get into play. c5 isn't possible because the bishop is hanging. Plays knight f6 back. Okay, this is kind of asking me to play bishop g5. h6. Like to take on f6, play knight e4, but he has queen takes b2. But let's do this. I think I have some trick up my sleeve after queen takes b2, bishop takes f7. Looks pretty strong. So I want to go for that. So he probably has to go queen e5. So he does that. So now he has to go out of the way. If he takes, I take on d6, play rook d1. At least that's what I was hoping for. Or it could be even better for me. I mean, I don't know what he's doing here. King e7, I might have rook e1 as well. Possibly. Could be very strong. So he probably has to go back to g8. But then I just move my rook. So he plays this. So let's calculate some stuff here. Rook e1 check, king takes d6. This pretty much has to be winning. But I don't want to... Rook d1 also looks just like completely crushing. Yeah, I mean, why spend so much time calculating if rook d1 just looks completely crushing? His bishop is hanging on b7, obviously, and yeah, a move like rook b8. If that's what he has to do, then he's certainly in a lot of trouble. So now we just have to figure out how to finish him off, but it shouldn't be too hard. I think pretty much anything wins at this point. I'll just check and take on b7. It seems very simple. He can't take back because of rook d8 and queen e6 checkmate, and yeah, he can just resign. Alright, and he does that. So back in business, 1-1. That was an important win, quite convincingly actually. So I'm glad. Yeah, I think he had problems early on. It seems here he's just worse. And then, yeah, he shouldn't take on b2. That was my evil trap. He has to play him with like queen e5, but here this is also just worse for him. I mean, no doubt. Okay. Oh, he has challenged me, but he has challenged me so that I'm white. So that's not what we're gonna do. He should get white again. So let's do that. Or not again, but it should be alternating, right? So while we're waiting, let's see what people in the chat are saying. Oh, no, he's too quick. He already accepted my challenge. Oh, there we go. Oh, he plays d4. He's changing his style. Okay. And I'm going for the Nimzo Indian, which is funny because Christof Sielecki, he has published a book on the Nimzo Indian. So this is gonna be interesting. He's obviously a great expert. He plays it with black and obviously also with white, so we'll see. Yeah. This is an interesting line, and it's kind of the typical Nim to Indian structure, and I have to figure out what I'm doing here. So I'll just bring my pieces out, and I think this one goes back here. Castles. Yeah, he seems really familiar with this kind of position. I'm a little bit familiar, but I don't come across it a lot in my own games. Okay, so I take here, I guess, and play rook c8. And I want to win this pawn. So I win it. I hope I'm not getting crushed right now. Maybe I am. I didn't see f6 coming. Maybe that's why I have to play f6 myself. But yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, let's just take, I guess. Bishop g5. It is a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. It is a little scary. Especially in a Blitz game. Okay, I want to get rid of this pin, but still. He hasn't even spent much time, look at that. He has like spent 20 seconds or something like that. He's really familiar with this kind of position. And now his knight is coming into action, that's the problem. Knight f4, knight h5. I really don't have a good way to stop that. I can play knight d6 and knight e8, but this looks horrible. Wow, he's offering me the exchange. But I should probably not take it. But I will play knight e3. Queen h5, and then I'm gonna go out of the way. But where am I going? King h7? Wait, I can take on f1 though. Oh, let's take. Let's take. Because queen takes, okay, so he takes back. And now I have to somehow defend his position. Queen g4 is a problem. Queen g4 is... Well, I have king h8 maybe. King h7 he plays e5, f5 and he just takes on f5. So I can't do that. But I can go to h8. Queen g4, king h8. But then queen h4. Shoot. Then queen h4. I shouldn't pre-move that. Ah, no. He takes with the rook on f5. I was only looking at knight takes f5, and then I have queen g5 maybe. But he takes with the rook. And that's just gonna be... It's gonna be it. So, yeah, maybe it was just there was no defense. King h8, he plays queen h4. And then king g7, yeah. Yeah, he takes with the rook. Yeah, that's it, I think. King h8 I can try, but it doesn't change anything. He plays rook f6 or anything really. Yeah, rook f6 is very simple. Can give one check, but that's just about it. And I can sacrifice the queen, but yeah, that's pretty hopeless too, so let's resign. Yeah, so just to verify, here after king h8, queen h4, no, there's just no defense. King g7, knight h5. Yep. Alright, well played by Mr. Sielecki, Mr. Chess Explained. I have to play differently next time. And I think I know where my mistake was. I should not allow him to play this f6 move. I wasn't aware that this is an idea. I know the black usually plays f6 himself, but you see, I didn't realize why that's the case, and now I know. So for the future, I'll play differently. So he also changed his approach. He plays e5 now, and I played a Vienna game, which is a really quiet way to play, and you don't have to think about the opening for too much. It's very simple, very straightforward, so I quite like to play that. h5, alright. Okay, I think I'll answer with h3. Very aggressive. Very aggressive choice by him. And here I'm gonna try and go for the bishop. And I think it might have been an inaccuracy by him to play d6. Might have been. Might have been more sensible to first play a6. Alright, so let's grab this one. And now... Okay, d3. They have a nice square on g5, so he spots that I want to put my bishop on g5, so he moves the knight away. But knight is kind of weird now. So I'm afraid if I castle, he plays h4, g4, g5. So I'll play f4 right away. Because if he plays h4, g5, it's just going to be locked, right? He plays f6 and my bishop is dead, so I don't want that to happen. Now, however, he might just take on f4, and I can't take back with g pawn because of queen h4 check. So that's a slight problem, but I can just take with the knight and maybe put a knight on d5 if he lets me. Or I could take back with the bishop. So he plays f6. Okay, now a castle. I could also close it, play f5, and I could. I don't know if I want that though. Alright, let's play bishop e3. Just play natural moves, don't spend too much time right here. Plays bishop e6. Okay. Okay, let's see what happens here. F5. And H4. Let's fix this pawn on H5. So now C4 might be an issue. So I play B3. But he could still play C4 maybe. Okay, let's see. B3. C4 I can maybe take on B6. Actually no, it doesn't help that much. So he plays like that, I'll take. Play bishop D2. And play A4. Okay. It's kind of a weird position, honestly. Yeah, if I play B4, it probably goes C4. I think I have to just play some moves here. And don't worry about position too much. It seems like a stalemate really, but we both cannot do that much. If you play C4, I mean it's really difficult for him to prepare C4, that would be his way to play. And if he plays G6, I have to watch out for G6. So I play King H2 next and just see what's gonna happen. But I definitely have to speed up because it's such a close position that I do need to worry about the time. So he plays B5, okay. So we take everything off here. And now we have a weakness on H5. That's why I marked this weakness earlier. Kind of. But I don't know if I can exploit that really. Honestly, probably not. So he has to play Queen E8. And I'll move my king here. And yeah, it's just a long maneuvering game, it seems like. But I have the two bishops at least, so... I don't know if that means that much in this position though. Yeah, there's no way to enter on the A file. It's just all the squares are covered. I could play G4 at some point, but then he doesn't have the weakness anymore. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. So it seems he's just gonna wait now. Yeah, that's probably a good choice. Let's see if I can play Queen A1. Okay. Oh, he plays knight f7. Yeah, there's probably not much to get there, honestly. Okay, whatever. Let's just go here. Oh, now I closed it off like that. So I would have. I need to play. I need to play h6 first if I want to do that. So yeah. I guess I have to defend now because I don't really have a way to play. So let's bring my king back. I don't want to lose my bishop, so shouldn't play this probably. Yeah, this is probably just a draw, but of course you can keep trying a little bit, I guess, but not really actually. If you play c4, I just take twice, so he plays b4, and I think we can offer a draw here. Okay, he keeps playing. I don't know what he's playing for though. You know, I'll just take. And now tell me, what are you gonna do? Okay, now he offers a draw. Yeah, maybe not the most exciting game ever, but it's an interesting strategic struggle from both sides. The last point to try something was to play h6 here, but probably can take like this. Ah no, now I have bishop h5, so this might be actually really good for me. Knight g5 I just take, so this is probably winning. But he takes with the knight, bishop takes, pawn takes, and king h4. This is probably what I should have done to try something, but I think I'm just, yeah, it's just really easy draw for him. He just moves his king and he's just in time to protect the pawn on f6. He just keeps the king on e7. There's nothing I can do at all, so that's a draw. Alright, so what's the standing? The standing is 2.5 to 1.5 for Chessexplained, and now he's gonna get white again, and I have to stop him with the white pieces, because he has won both games with the white pieces, and that's definitely a problem. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's do this again. I guess I picked the wrong color. So I'm black and he's white. That's the way to go. So 2.5 to 1.5 for Chessexplained. And we can play that same line because I think I have an improvement. I think I looked at this before. So let's play this again. Oh, maybe I should not have allowed that. That looks annoying. Okay, let's play h6 first of all, and then let's play d6 and e5, I guess, because I don't see another way to get out of this pin. And well, actually it doesn't help me to get out of it, but I don't know. Yeah, probably I shouldn't allow this pin. Question is then, what do I do when he does that? Okay, let's think about this another time. I see some people writing in the Twitch chat as well. Okay, I don't have time really to pay attention to it right now, because I want to win that match and I'm behind, so I have to really give my best. I don't know what he's thinking about really. He could just start developing his pieces. And honestly, I don't know what I'm doing next. I wish I knew, but I don't. Because this pin is a pain in the neck, to put it this way. How does he react to this actually? Because he can't play knight g3 or knight f4, because then I can play g5 and win a piece. So he has to put a knight on c1. That looks suspicious, at least. Yeah, I like that. If he plays knight c1, I can play e5, and d5 I play knight a5, and then this is the typical idea to win this pawn on c4 in this structure, obviously. So he plays d5, okay. So I don't want to take, because I don't want him to get rid of this weakness. So I'll just play knight e5. And this pawn is a lost child. It's now twice attacked, and I don't think he can hold it. I'm curious what he's gonna do, honestly. So he takes an e6, I take back. That helps me obviously, because now the rook is also covering f6, and I'm not too worried about his pin anymore. Now he plays knight f4, I can't go g5 because this pawn e6 is hanging. So maybe that's his way to get out of it. Maybe. And queen e7, he maybe wants to go queen a4, as ugly as it looks. So that's why I'm gonna play queen d7 to prevent queen a4, also to get out of this pin. So I threaten knight takes e4, and the pawn on c4 is also hanging. So I think he has to deal with a lot of stuff right now. I don't think he can keep his position together. I would be surprised. So he takes an f6. Probably wants to follow up with knight h5, yes. Okay, I'll just go to f7. What's this? Can't take on c4? I can take on c4, I mean, what's going on? Why didn't he protect his pawn? He could play queen b3, I mean, it's not beautiful, but this is just it's just a pawn down and a bad position. There's nothing going on here. He can't castle, so I'll just play queen a4. It's maybe a little fearless, but I don't see anything wrong with it. So, and I don't see any threats. Like, there's nothing going on here. And I want to enter. I can tell you that much. Queen c2. I want to come in right there, and he can't castle. His king is stuck. So I think he's in a lot of trouble here. Plays h4. He wants to protect. Okay, that's just completely gone here. I can take on e4. Can play bishop d3. Too many options already. Just take here, play rook AF8. I mean, this is just 2 pawns up. Now I just have to make sure I don't mess up, but I'd be surprised if I was. I mean, it's 2 pawns for no compensation whatsoever. Is rook g3 an idea? Okay, plays this. Obviously he can't. I was about to say he can exchange queens being 2 pawns down, but he doesn't care. He does not care. And g6 is coming and f4 is falling. Oh, he can play that. I guess. I thought it would be easier. Let's win this knight. Hopefully I didn't blunder. Yeah, it should be it. Alright. Alright, so equal. 2.5, 2.5. Close match. I already made more points than my match against Bartholomew. So that's quite a success. Yeah, and this was, I think, a good game. I don't know where he went wrong. Really, it seemed just that his position suddenly fell apart with these pawns on c4 and c3. Okay, so let's go for the lead. I would say. Let's go for the lead. Okay, so I guess he's gonna play e5 again. And I have to come up with something else. What can I play? Let's play d4. I don't know this line. That's like the only line I don't know. That's very annoying. Like, I really don't know this line. It's so annoying. I really don't know how it goes. He probably plays d5 or something like that. No, now he plays knight g4. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. Doesn't make my position that much better, but at least he missed it. I have seriously absolutely no clue here. Okay. Let's improvise. H3. Great move. Okay, he's probably gonna go d5. I mean, anything else would be a surprise. Okay, I guess I'm surprised now. Now if he plays d5, I can play f4, I think. Can I? Can I do that? I think if this works, I'm in pretty good shape. So I want to go f4 and e5 now. The only problem is my king's still in the center. That is a problem. But I just need one more move and I'm good. So he has to move the knight somewhere, obviously, and then I'll just play e5. And I hope he won't sacrifice anything or stuff like that, so... I don't think he can sacrifice an e5. No, he can't. Play c5. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm not threatening to take on f6, actually, I just noticed that. But... play knight b5. Knight b5 looks very tempting, so I'll just play it. Oh, he continues. He continues. Wow. Yeah, that's very strong. I didn't see that. That's not good. All right. Yeah, it's just probably just losing. As I said, my king. If my king had castle, it would be all good, but just one move too slow. And yeah, he plays this. And it's just all falling apart. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Let's just play a couple more moves so it's not as embarrassing, but it's still pretty embarrassing. D3, yeah. Actually, there's a threat. Bishop takes d5. There is a threat. Bishop takes d5. And rook takes e5 doesn't help because still bishop takes d5. Probably has to take on b5. Yeah, he just takes on b5. Unfortunately, he still has this move, bishop takes b5. I think otherwise... I mean, he's winning either way, even if he gives up the exchange on e8. But it complicates matters for him, so... And that's at least helpful in the completely losing position that I have. He could also play a6. a6 just might be just winning. Oh no, bishop takes d5 then. Queen f2. What's going on? Did I just win a piece? Queen takes b2, queen takes f7. We have a game, gentlemen. We have a game. Kind of. I was hoping at least. d2. d2, king f1. Queen takes d2, rook takes e5. Bishop e2. Might work. It might work after all. Okay, let's just grab this. I don't know if that was a smart move. I just want to play something. He just can play queen b2, unfortunately, back. Maybe I should have just given the knight, but then it's just hopeless. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's take at least something, I guess. d3. Really have to play on his time here, obviously, because my position is just so bad. c7. Six. Okay, let's bring this one back. Yeah, it doesn't get easier here. Doesn't get easier. I don't even know what to play. Queen d3. Okay, let's not exchange queens. Seems like it's a couple too many pawns. Oh, I could have taken the pawn a7. No, why didn't I do that? Oh, I could not because, yeah. Alright, it looked worse earlier, so we're still in the game. We're still hanging in there, you know, still making moves. Times have been worse, let's put it this way. Not exchanging rooks because he's tied down. Yeah, that's an issue though. If he starts running like that, that is an issue. Oh, rook c3. I'm an idiot. No, no. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Ah, can't believe it. That was almost the most unbelievable comeback I've had in these matches. I mean, I was completely lost, and then I was almost winning, but maybe not. Then I was again completely lost. Yeah, around here, I mean, he was really about to go down. But yeah, after bishop takes b5, knight takes e8, yeah, probably just... No, it's probably no good here. Maybe queen... No, queen e2, rook takes e5. And then the endgame is a draw, because just my pieces are so active. But here, king d3 is a huge mistake, because the last thing I want to do is exchange the bishops. So if I just stay cool, play any move, really, g4, rook b7, yeah, that was really unnecessary. Alright, so it's 3.5 to 2.5 for him. And I'll be black again. Ah, man, that was such an... Well, it was a deserved loss, kind of. But the way it went, I'm not happy. If he had just crushed me straight away, would have been fine, but... Did he just play c3, or was that like a mouse slip? I don't even know how to play against this. Okay, I know that this is kind of the way to go here with bishop d6 and castle. Yeah. This is just annoying. I really don't know how to play these positions, so that's why it's annoying. But I'll do my best. Okay, should be 7. I want to keep my bishop. Kind of threatening to take on d4 actually, because if he takes with the c pawn, that's I think what he wants to do. But I thought I might have bishop b4, but maybe it's not that bad. Knight d2, queen a5, a3, yeah, so okay, he takes with this pawn. I thought that was an accomplishment for me. But who really knows? Alright, so he plays a4, he doesn't want me to go b5. Okay, I'll go b6. Maybe go bishop a6, next move. And then we can exchange the light square bishops. I think I'm in good shape here. I mean, I have the better bishop after all, so I should be in good shape. I should be. Okay, I would say it's kind of risky to play g5. But whatever, no risk, no fun. So we'll see how this turns out. I threatened f4 and e3, so he needs to react to that. Or not, I guess. What does he want to do against f4? I don't know, so let's find out. I mean, his bishop is like dead. I have to watch out for h4 maybe. That's a possibility he has. So h4, how do I react to that? I could play queen d7, queen e8. It's just not that pretty. Or I could go king g7. I like king g7. And then h4, h6. g3. g3. It's getting really sharp, as you probably can tell. My king is open, his king is also kind of open. If he takes on f4, I take back, queen g4, king h8, threatening rook g8. And his king doesn't have a safe place to go. If he goes to h1, he's right in this diagonal. What is he up to? Does he want to play bishop h? I don't know what he's up to here. Bishop h4? But I'll take play f3 probably. And then rook e1. Huh. Maybe bishop h4. Yeah, I think bishop h4 might be a problem actually. I don't see a good response to that. I can take and play f3, but then rook e1, h3. Okay, let's get out of this first of all. Okay, this allows queen f3 though, but... What? No, this can't be good. This can't be good. This must be really good for me. I mean, with these pawns now, this must be really good for me. Oh, queen e1. Queen e1 was just possible. Okay, rook g8 is a threat, so I have to acknowledge that. That was such a clear win. But I didn't see a way to continue. If I play f2, he plays rook g8. Even if I play e1 queen, he plays rook g8. And here I don't have... Queen g6 is not the way to go. I can't defend against rook g8, but queen d1, rook g1, I mean, there's no doubt that this is just completely winning. But I guess there's this counterplay still with rook g1. And I was not careful enough, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not super easy. Man, the last two games are just giving away points. So the score is 4-3 for him, I believe. I'll just double check with him. So he has a match point now. He does have a match point, so I'll really have to put in everything. I can't believe I didn't win this last game. Alright. Let's not play d4 again. Let's go for a good old exchange variation. So safe. Bishop e7. I think I analyzed this a long time ago. Yeah, knight f3, and now I can take. Yeah. I think this is better for white. Maybe not. Maybe if I had played h3, not sure. I want to play h3 and g4. Knight d4, bishop c5. I'll just develop my pieces. All right. You can tell I'm not talking anymore. I really, I don't want to lose another match, but I'm so close. So, and I don't like that. I want to go knight h4, knight f5, but the problem is if I play knight h4, he can always play like knight takes g4, knight takes e4, so I probably have to prepare it first. But the question is how. So maybe king g3. To prepare knight h4. It looks a little bit artificial, but might work. So we'll see. He's probably wondering what I'm up to here. Another idea would be to play knight e2, knight f4. So he goes out of the way, and I can play knight h4, but then he probably goes g6. Let's play b3. Could also play h4 maybe. A little bit afraid of opening my king up too much, but I gotta do something here. Okay, b3 is just direct against any ideas with c4. It makes it much more difficult for him to play that. He would need to prepare with b5 first. Another idea is to now play knight e2, knight f4. Plays g5, okay. Yeah. And now h5. Is he gonna play h5? That's, if he can play h5 I might be in trouble, but I'm not sure. That's a critical move here, h5. Yeah, probably can play h5. Bishop takes g5, takes on g4. Yeah, strong move, strong move. Well done. Well played. Okay, I gotta get this bishop at least. Oh, wait. If I take on e6, he takes on h3. I can't go to h2. Oh, man. I want to go to h2, but I can't. Okay, let's try this anyway. Let's try and win this h-pawn later back. But I can't really say my position's any good. No, not really. It's just worse. It's interesting, he's pondering about taking h3. I'll just do it right away. No, he doesn't take. Interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna pawn up, but this one is gonna fall after bishop e7. Oh my god. What am I doing here? Hopefully not blundering. I think this move came pretty close to blundering. Yeah, this is certainly uncomfortable. Can take, play knight g4, rook f3, take on e3, take on g5. And my king is cut off. This is certainly uncomfortable. Is he taking the draw here? Okay, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I have the better time, but I just have the worst position, so... Okay, so he has 4.5 now, so I can't give another point away. 4.5 to 3.5. But at least I saved myself here. I think I was in trouble, definitely. So... Alright. So I'm black. Okay, I gotta win this game. Gotta win this game. Let's see what he plays this time. He just needs a draw, so he might just try to go for a draw line. I don't know. Okay, knight f3. That's something different. He tries to play the same line he just played a moment ago. Oh no, he can't. He doesn't have bishop f4 anymore. I don't know what he's up to here. Okay, let's just play. It seems he just wants to avoid any kind of theoretical discussion. Just play very solid. And I have, of course, I have to try to make the position as complicated as possible, so that he's just not he's not able to just simplify easily. So I'm playing b6 to get my bishop to b7. So he decided to push e5. Okay, knight b3. Okay, let's go here. He gives me that bishop. That's very surprising because that bishop is a strong piece. I didn't expect him to just give me that bishop. Okay. He plays primarily quickly, it seems to me. He really wants to avoid any kind of time trouble. So let's play here. Okay. And I have to open up the position somehow. I have to be able to play f6, and I guess I just have to prepare this now. I mean, all my pieces are well placed here, but so now he wants to push h5, h6. Yeah, if I play h6 myself, he'll just take. So I have to do this, but it's not what I wanted to do really. Because now I'm just really weak on the light squares. Knight b5 is probably good. Well, no, d6 is covered by my knight, so never mind. I want to go f6, there's no doubt about that, but he could go queen g5 maybe? Okay, now it's gotta be a right time to play f6. Yeah, but this just doesn't change much, unfortunately. He's just controlling the light squares so well, the dark squares, sorry, that I don't know what to do. Gotta play f5, but it's of course very sad. Yeah, I'd be surprised if I win this game. Honestly, this is just very, very bad. Yeah, I should not have allowed this whole h5, h6 thing, but didn't really see a way to stop it in a sensible way. Let's bring this bishop to e4, at least looks nice on e4. Okay, let's keep this pawn for now on b3. Queen f6, I just have rook f7. Gonna try. I should have put my king on f7 maybe, but I want to at least hint at the possibility that I might play g5. Yeah, but no. Oh, this pawn on e6 is hanging. I didn't even see that. Yeah, you know, we played for too long. He can just take the pawn. He doesn't take it. I have queen f8, that's an idea actually. If he misses that I have good chances, but if he doesn't, he takes... Oh, there we go. We're back in business, gentlemen. We're back in business. Never give up, but it's a long way to go to win this though. I don't take with the... Do I take with the queen? Not even sure. I would take with the pawn probably. Let's hope I'm quick enough. Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest. Run! Oh my god. It's unbelievable that I won this game, but that means we'll have one last game. And it's gonna be for the win. Well, actually, if we draw, we have to play another one, I guess, or we just call it a tie. But it's 4.5 right now, so we'll play one more, or I don't know what we're doing when we it's 5-5. I'll check with him then. But yeah, that was just this position was so unbelievably bad. I mean, if he had just he could have taken on e6 at one point. It's just over immediately. Yeah. So, do I want to go for another e4 game? That's the question we're all asking ourselves here. No, I don't think I want to go for another e4 game. Because I don't know what to do against his e5. I'm running out of options. So I play my secret weapon, which is this particular line. And we'll see how you play against that. It's actually kind of similar what he did in a previous game. Also, I'm just gonna push e4 and yeah, we can exchange queens, but I think the endgame favors me. Actually, it favors me a lot, probably. So he probably won't do that. He could play d4, but yeah, h6 is actually a good move. I think it's a move that a computer suggests as the best one. Yeah, because what do I do here? Rook e1 runs into knight g4, queen e2. Let's try queen e2. The only problem is d4 now, probably. But that's okay. That's okay. He can play d4. Knight d4. Okay. I guess I have to take this one. Interesting. He can take on c3. That will be interesting. Actually, it's probably not good for me. He doesn't take. Okay, that's quite a relief he took with this pawn. I wanna take bishop g4 out of the position, so I play h3. Yeah, if he takes now on c3, I wouldn't really mind. But before, if he took and played knight takes d5 followed by b5, not sure. Not sure. Maybe I have a4 and stuff like that. But okay, that's a whole different story. Okay, I put my queen here. Nah, we keep the bishops, my friend. Actually, taking knight e2 also looks good, but nah, let's keep the bishops. Probably has to go d4 at some point now. Wow. Some tactics. Some tactics. That's a pawn sacrifice, I think. Not sure. Or maybe not. Pawn b2 thing. Yeah, knight e4, really strong move. I didn't see it all. So I'll just protect my bishop on d2. Can take on d2, he can take on c3, but in the end, I mean, he always has this weakness on d5. Could play f5. Not sure how I feel about this move. Could be a good move. I'm just not sure. Because really cements this knight on e4. Okay, he takes on d2. I think I was more afraid of f5, but alright. Okay, and just plays bishop e6. I don't want him to take on c3 really. Nah, whatever. He can take on c3. Oh, I think I just blundered. Shoot! Queen g5. I missed queen g5. Wait, is there anything I can do to save myself? No. Queen g5, and he found it. Oh my. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, hanging on to life here. I mean, it's not easy for him to convert, but on the other hand, it's certainly also not great for me to play. Knight b6 I'm threatening, but I can probably just play rook ac8. Or rook d8. Yeah, this is gonna come down to time scramble. Really not that great, but it's gonna be about who plays a little bit quicker here, I guess, and who just plays better. And with the little amount of time left, I'll just play g3 to take any threats here out of the way. Queen e2 is a problem. I mean, he could have played b5, queen e2, but let me just... Oh, this one. Take here? Maybe that's a stretch. He's really active now. I don't like that. It's like crazy to try and play on here with this amount of time, but you know. Queen g6 he still has, yeah. Shoot. Let's bring this rook into action. Oh god. That's mate! 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 Yeah! Ah, gosh. I won a match. That's all I want in my life. Oh my god. I can't really say it was deserved. I made more mistakes. This last game, once again, was just, like I said, it would come down to this, and in the end I was on the more fortunate side. It might be that here I don't know, probably it's about equal. I really don't know. Because he's active, but I'm winning like his pawns. And yeah, here if I get my rook into play, what happened? Rook d7 is a threat. Yeah, here he's lost because he cannot deal with rook d7. Well, no, king g7, knight f5 shouldn't change much. But yeah, he was really close to winning the whole match. Like last game, I was just no, not last game, but the game before. Was it last game? No, it was last game. Yeah, he was just winning. So yeah, it's not deserved, but I don't care. I'm glad I finally won a match, so now Jan Gustafsson can't say stuff about me anymore. That was the most important part. Just kidding. But thanks a lot to Chess Explained. That was really exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it was a great show, even though, as always, in Blitz games there are a lot of mistakes. But we had a bunch of really good games. We also had games where just one side completely crushed the other side. For example, the first game and then another game as well. But I also managed that, I think, at least 2 games. So we had kind of a mix. But yeah, check out Chess Explained. He's awesome. He has a YouTube channel with I don't know how many videos of him playing Blitz. And so check out his YouTube channel on YouTube, Chess Explained. And I'll also put this on YouTube, so you can check it out later. But thanks for watching and have a great Sunday evening, or if you're in the US, great Sunday afternoon. Bye.